let's jump into the NBA now, which is coming down the wire in terms of playoffs, trying to secure seeding and all of that. And before we get into our picks yet, Brett, I want to talk to about a game that we don't necessarily have a line for right now, and that's the Knicks-Grizzlies game, because throughout the NBA season, we have monitored who has been the best team against the spread so far this year. It was the Utah Jazz for a while, then it was the Phoenix Suns for a while. Now, it's the New York Knicks. So, although we don't have a line to talk about in this podcast, Brett, you'll probably find me on the Knicks against the Grizzlies. They're traveling to Memphis on Monday night. And on ESPN, they were hinting a plus 3.5. If that's the case, I might take them on the money line because the Knicks have been 9-1 against the spread in their past 10 games, and they've also just been 9-1 outright in their past 10 games. The Knicks are currently playing as we are recording right now, so that may change, but the Knicks are on a bit of a hot streak.
Yeah, no, Knicks have been playing great, Higgins. I totally agree. Memphis has been playing pretty well too, though. I wouldn't discount them. I'll be interested to see that line when it comes out, but I cannot hate betting on the Knicks. They have been fantastic. Julius Randle he's definitely taking home most improved, right?
He has to take home most improved because he has had a breakout season for sure with that young Knicks squad. That seems to be like a little bit of a nucleus that you can get to develop and maybe have some fun in New York. Let's talk about the two games, though, Brett, that we have on the docket, that we at least have lines for to talk about on Sunday night. That's the Golden State Warriors versus the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Portland Trailblazers versus the Atlanta Hawks. Now, before we get to the one that you and I are both on, Brett, the Portland Trailblazers versus the Atlanta Hawks, I'm taking the Hawks -1 at home here simply because Portland's up in Boston playing as we are recording this game on Sunday night, Brett. They have to travel down to Atlanta, who isn't playing currently. They just got an injured Trae Young back, so they're back to kind of full strength, got their big premier player back. I like the Hawks -1 in this scenario, so give me them at -1 on the spread.
Fair enough, Higgins, but you mentioned it. We're both on the Warriors Pelicans game. And, we've got different bets here, but I'll lead off. I'm going to be backing the Golden State Warriors +1.5 on the road. The Warriors are currently a few games up on the Pelicans for that last play-in spot. I don't imagine they want to give up a game here, Higgins. I think they're going to come out firing on all cylinders. Really, I'm just backing Steph in this one. I'm backing Steph over Zion is pretty much the bet here.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure which team I want to be on for this because each of them are 5-5 in their past 10 games, have been a little bit streaky as of late. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the under because there's a lot of hype surrounding this over-under at 236.5 in my opinion. The New Orleans Pelicans are the best at hitting overs in the NBA right now, hitting 40 overs and 24 unders. But Golden State hasn't been fantastic at hitting their overs this year, and the fact that they just got Steph Curry back has inflated and hyped these numbers up, to be frank. And at 236.5, you're going to find me taking that under, especially when you look at these two teams in their past 10 games in over-unders. You have the New Orleans Pelicans, who are 5-5, and then you have the Golden State Warriors, who are also 4-6. So, 6-4 at hitting their unders and 5-5 for the Pelicans. So, give me that 50-50 shot. It's a really high over-under. I don't think it's going to get hit.
All right, fair enough, Higgins. I definitely think Steph Curry bumps the line up a little bit, though. I totally agree with that. There's no denying, right? Like, you see he's on the court. That's worth at least, 3 more points.
And I don't blame the Bucks for doing it either. They got to cover themselves a little bit with Steph on the court, especially with how hot he's been since returning from his injury. He's been red hot as of late.